Hello everybody and welcome back to my 1 million chicken challenge. Today's the day that we sell a lot, and I mean a lot, of eggs. Now before we start though, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who dropped me comments on a couple of videos ago. I was a few videos ahead, so I've only just sort of seen the comments on that one. I'd already done a couple of videos ahead before the video went out public, and the floods of comments that come in with all the suggestions. It's the one where I was overwhelmed by my first batch of eggs that were coming out, and I got trailers there and I just so many mountain of eggs that I didn't know what to do, and I asked for your help, and boy, you did help. And I was looking through the comments and I was like, oh, why didn't I think of that? All the suggestions that people said, I got all the mods installed, but I just didn't even think of. And I went through a few bits, and loads of people, the ones that kept coming up to me was the global pallet production bag mod thingy. This thing. What's it called? Global goods transport pallet. There we go. Now, mine does say, I don't know if you can see the bottom's quite small writing, but mine does say modded. The reason why it's modded is because I have kind of gone a bit big on the size. This thing holds about 10 million litres. Now, I did have a shed here initially, and it was transporting it over here to a warehouse. Well, you can see the warehouse is gone now. I've got a beautiful tree. So, this was a good suggestion, and I completely forgot about this mod. So what this does is, you might be able to see, it says autoload, discharge. So it autoloads one way, and then obviously gives out the other way. So you just dump it here in front of the spawn point, and when eggs spawn, well, that thing takes it straight in. So that's great. But the problem was, yep, that's a good idea, and it works well. But then I was still having the issue of, well, every time I go to sleep, I'm just getting overwhelmed with eggs. That thing can't take them in quick enough. So I was like, what do? I even spoke to the person, 82 Studio, who makes that mod to say, is there anything can be done? Can I do anything to change on this? Is there anything in the coding that I can change to actually make it take in quicker? And he came back pretty much straight away and was like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. It's the game gives out the pallets at that kind of stage and speed and everything. Not much you can do. And then I saw a ray of light in a comment from Warren, who says, yep, you can change your pallet. Now, a few people have been in touch and said, well, you can get different mods where, you know, they change the capacity size mods and larger pallet capacity. I think that was one mod, came from Danny. I might be slightly off on the name of that mod, but it basically changes the capacity size of the mod of the pallets and stuff. Now, I'd already got that one. All these mods I got installed. I'm like, well, why is that not working? I think because of all the different updates that the game's had since that mod was last updated in 2022. Maybe something's broke with it and it's not actually doing what it should be doing. But Warren came in and says, yep, go into the game files and you can change the standard pallet size of eggs. I'm like, really? Didn't even know you could do that. I've played this game for years and I'm still learning bits, so thank you so much for all your help. So the coop now spawns pallets at a 20,000 litres each, not the standard 1,400, 20,000 litres each. So this thing got no problem taking it in at all. Hence why you go sleep for one night and I've ended up with 379,000 litres of eggs. What about this one? What's this got in it? 314,000. My word. Eggs everywhere. Now, both these pastures then are full. That's got 50,000 in, that's got 50,000 in. We're full. So we need to just sort some eggs. So what you can do with these things is, I've got this over here. I've got a telehandler that I bought, and it's got a red one on. Don't let the colour deceive you at all. It doesn't make any difference at all. It's just for me, so I know. This red one holds 20 million litres, and you can see the bag's starting to fill up a little bit because it's got 2.38 million litres of eggs in there. Now, you can go and connect these directly to the telehandler. Like you can see there's no forks on that. It's just connected directly. So that's another little bonus here. You just pick it up, you see, you can just let it go, drop it down. See, there's no forks on here. It's just these pallets attached straight to it, which is pretty cool. Now, what you can do is you just take this one over. This is now turned into my warehouse. So this pallet is this is the warehouse now. So what I do is I'd normally just go over to here somewhere. You have to be a little bit careful because they will transfer between the two. So you can see we've got auto load on this side and discharge on this side. So I normally just go put me Weetabix mode on and then pick this one up and then just simply move it over here and aim the discharge towards the auto load. And you can see that, well, you might not be able to see, the eggs are going from this bag. As you can see, it's getting small, it's shrinking, and it's going across into that other one. And you see, that's empty now, that's it. That's the way to do it. That's now become my warehouse, because then all I do is take this one lot across to a sell point, aim the discharge at the sell point, and it will take everything out, pay me, and I get my empty bag back. Simple as that. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Now what I will do is I'll just put my markers on to make sure I can line this back up with a spawn point, so then it will carry on. There we go. So now we can grab this, turn it around, make sure we get the auto load area in the right place. It's got quite a wide pickup on it, so it's not, I'm going to be too picky about it. Yeah, make sure that the auto load is facing it, not the discharge one, otherwise it won't do anything at all. So we'll, yeah, you know what, let's just take this down. I was going to say, we can take the telehandler down, we'll get it down there. We'll go through it. I'm just going to pick this up here now, because you just got to be a little bit careful, because sometimes if you get close to these, they will try and transfer between themselves, which you can do. So stacking them on a trailer to take somewhere, it can be a bit of an issue, because they will try and like move between themselves. So see, auto load, discharge, it will just try and keep passing it back and forth between themselves. So you do have to be a little bit careful, otherwise you're suddenly be like, oh, where's that gone? It's gone across into another one. So we'll walk up to this now. You can see it's already going across. You can see the bag starting to shrink down. There you go. That's now empty. So we'll just sit this back here somewhere, drop it on the floor, move it over. There we go. Leave it there, and that will now carry on picking up eggs for me. And then this now has in just over 3 million litres of eggs. So we don't have to, we don't have to take the telehandler with this. We can just take it now. The best place at the minute is the harbour, which is right over the other side of the map. So it might take a little while with telehandler. So we might just sort of run it across there, because the harbour's right across the other side. So we'll go put this on the floor. We'll drop this here, and then I will see you across at the harbour as we will sell this and see. I don't know. I can't use my stock checker anymore, because this is not in a warehouse or in a silo or in anything. It's just in a mobile bag. Stock checker doesn't know it even exists, so I can't see how much we're going to get from this. So pallets, or the pellets, have got to go across to that sell point just there. This is going across to the harbour. So let's get this across to the harbour. Let's sell. Let's see how much we've got. We've got 416,000 at the minute. That'll be because I got rid of the warehouse, and obviously the upgrades in the warehouse as well. I got my money back for that. And the pallet trailer in there, because, well, we don't really need a pallet trailer now. We've got this thing. So over at the harbour then, that was a walk and a half, that was. Now we should be able to just sort of put this thing in, as far as I'm aware. And it should just sort of start taking it. Now it might go very quickly, because again, the speed for the output of this has been tweaked a little bit by me, just to make sure. Now we'll go side on. The discharge is to the right, so let's just see if it will go. Yeah, it's going. The money's going up. Holy moly, look at this. Okay, so even though I sped it up, it's still not quite as quick as I thought it was going to be. Well, nearly £3 million. We've still got 2 million eggs in here. 4 million? Oh, yes. Yeah, we've just now gone under 2 million eggs, and we're nearly at £6 million. There we go. 13.15 million on eggs. Oh, wow. I knew we were going to make good money, but I was not expecting to be a multi-millionaire from that one sell of eggs. Wow. That's ridiculous. We've got straw pellets to do as well, so I'm not going to make you watch this. I'm going to just back up a bit now so I can grab this. And if I go and push the speed a couple of times faster, let's charge through. So I will see you back at the farm in just a minute. Now, I know some of you are going to sort of say, well, that's not very realistic, is it? Running through a field with a pallet in the air. Have you seen this series? I don't think there's much what is realistic on this series at the minute, the way everything's been going. So, yeah, no, it's not realistic, no, but it's the quickest way because this connects to a telehandler. And telehandler goes, what is it, 20 miles an hour? 26. Yeah. No, I'm not going to drive across there at 26 miles an hour. That'll take forever. So running across is the best way. Wow. So, 13.5 million in the bank. Let's go, let's just go turn this around. We'll back this in here, ready for another session of eggs. The eggs are just coming out proper thick and fast, but this is just 2 coops. And I don't think we've had 2 coops like of full adults. Some of the coops in that, if we go and have a look on here, let's just see if we can, if I go into here, will it show me? Yeah, so we've got like, they're 3 months. We've got, it doesn't actually tell me, but they're 3 months. They're 11 months, 5 months, 13. So, they're all over the place. What about this one? Yeah, 7 months and 15 on that one. We managed to, that first coop though, we managed to buy most of that, like from the money. We should definitely be able to go and get 50,000 chickens in that coop now and more. So let's go get rid of 5 million litres of this and see how much we get. So I'm not going to make you sit and watch this because this one is a little bit slow. We'll come back to you just before we get the total. So the straw is dropping nice and low now. You can see the trailer starting to appear. The bottom of the trailer, we're down to like the last 100,000. What are we going to get for this? 2.93 million for straw pellets. 5 million litres of straw pellets. 2.9 million. Wow. We're really making some money now. So, Dave, if you're watching this, this is what I was kind of hoping, is by selling eggs and selling straw pellets that it would give me the money. We've still got another 3.5 million in here. I was hoping that it was giving me the money to now, if I need to go to that buy anything and fill up with barley. I still don't think it's going to be doable, but it's going to be a help. And the thing is, we're just going to see. If we get so far and it's not going to be possible, I just physically can't do this, which is probably going to happen. I'm on PC. We can just have some fun. We can fill the trailer and just have some fun and literally fill all these out. Put as much money as I can in, fill all these out, and just see what happens. So, one way or another, we will see what happens with like 1 million chickens, the eggs, and all that kind of stuff. Even if it means we have to, when we get to the point of, well, we can't really cope anymore, we'll just have some fun. So, we are still going to find out, so don't worry. Let's just go and sell the rest of this, and I think it's time to go pick up some more chicks. Well, this is a nice amount of money. Look at this. There's another just over 2 million. We're now sitting at 18.56 million in the bank. We started this episode on 416,000. Wouldn't it be awesome if that was like, it was like that in real life? Just sell a few eggs, well, a few million litres of eggs and some straw pellets, and look, I've suddenly become a multi-millionaire in literally the space of a few minutes. Right, let's go and start getting busy with this then. So let's go over, let's go blow some cash. And we'll go put 50,000 chicks in here. No, I'm not going to make you... Oh, we need to get another global pallet bag. Let's just go and put the store delivery point right here. And we'll go get one of them. There we go. One of the bags is here. Let's just go and see, make sure we got the right area. So auto load, so we'll pick it up this way. We'll just back it up around here a little bit and just make sure the yellow box there. Drop it there. There we go. So now, eggs will spawn straight into that. Beautiful. Let's just go into here now onto the chicks. And we'll buy. But there we go. 50,000 chickens and down to 15.8 million. I did take a bit of a hammering, that did. Look at that. Oh, yes. So, food is the next thing, but we'll sort that out in just a second. This shouldn't be too bad at the minute. So that's 3. I think we need to keep going. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to start stocking up some more. Because you don't want to sit here and see me buy more chickens. So I'm going to go through and see how many we can get through. And I'll come back to you and let you know how many full pastures we've got. So things are going pretty well, actually. I got a lot further than I thought. I'm down to 75,000. And all them are done. And quite a few this way are done, actually. So, all these are on here. Basically, all the ones you can see with like a pallet outside and the curtains on the side, them things are open. So we've gone all the way past the pub and the shop here. Managed to get into this one here. That's full. All these got 50,000 in. And it stopped at this one here. Was it? Yeah, was it this one? Yeah, I don't think no, I didn't make it across to these ones here. So this one here, we got to 36,000 in here before I kind of ran out of money. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to go into here, and I've got 970,000 litres of seeds after my little mistake of trying out my seed maker. I ended up with quite a lot, so I'm thinking of swapping, like going through and getting rid of some of my seeds, selling some of them to get some money back, because I don't need 970,000 litres of seeds. So that now is, we took, what, 500,000? There's a couple 100,000 left there. This would give us some nice money, which I'm hoping I can at least finish that pasture off. Or I say pasture, I keep saying pasture, coop. I can finish that coop off and get it to 50,000, and then I'm going to leave it there. So we need about another, what, 770,000? So the best place for this is across at the harbour again. This one here in the yard, I'll be losing about 100,000, that's a lot of money. So I'm going to run this over to the harbour. Well, that definitely helped us out there. 1.5 million in seeds at the harbour. Don't know what the harbour wants seeds for. But yeah, that's a nice top up of the bank. So we should now be able to go finish off that coop. Get the remainder chickens in there. Go feed them. And then we'll go to sleep and see what we get off one night of eggs. So all the chickens have been fed. We're just going to put the remainder of this back in here, which is yeah, not much. A lot of barley. So yeah, all coops are full now of well, the ones that have all got chickens in anyway. So we've got a couple more coops this way to do, and then there's 9 more this way over on this little patch here. Also, I have put one of these in. I forgot to mention. It is just like a money generator. Just makes you a little bit of money. As long as the wind's blowing. I just thought it looked quite good. On the waterfront, look at that, windmill. Beautiful. So yeah, we've still got a long way to go on these here. But I think this has been quite a good little session. You know, we managed to get a good amount of chickens in. A good amount of money. Let's just close that up. Turn that off. We'll leave it there for now because we're using them. So, really, I think what we'll do is we'll... all the coops, like I said, are full. They've got 50,000 in each. I think that's pretty much it. We'll go to bed. We'll wake up in December at about 9 AM. And we're just going to have a quick look at some of the coops and see how much eggs are in them pallets. So, I'll see you in the morning. Well, we made 36,000 from the windmill overnight. Oh, hello. The pumpkins have changed to snowmen. We are in December, so we can expect some snow. Probably not a good time to really leave the barley. And like I said, normally I would have gone through that. Wouldn't have left it so long, but I just want to have a quick look and see how the lady's getting on, what we got in here. Woo, 320,000 eggs in there. Good lord. 286,000 in there. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through every single one with you. So let's just check the new one here. 255,000 in there. Jeez. Okay, let's just go and try one of the new ones further up. Let's try this one here right next to the pub. What we got in here? 255,000. So yeah, it seems like all the brand new ones have all got around 255,000 in them. This is mental. So many eggs. Yeah, exactly. 255,208. So because we got 50,000 in them sort of straight away, they're all obviously the same age. So that's why they're all going to give us the same. Wow. Wowzers. Okay. That's a lot of eggs. Well, I think this might be a good time then to maybe wrap this up. It's just a quick little update. We sold a lot of eggs. We've gained a lot more overnight. Now, luckily, them bags will hold 10 million each, like I've said. So we're okay for a little bit. We'll let them just fill up a lot, really. We'll probably go through. It seems to be November's the best time. So we'll probably just let them fill all the way up until November. Did they get through a lot of food? I would have thought so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Pretty much half their food in one night. Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Now, I will just quickly show you this thing. So these things I've had a little play about with again. So if that thing wasn't big enough already, it's even bigger now. Oh, so yeah, start engine first, of course. Do you remember it does this and it does that? Well, yeah, that's big. That is a big size. I might have just gone and added a few little digits onto the mod maker's like size. I don't even know if we're going to be able to show you this actually, really. But if we just go and have a quick little look here, and if I just go and... Oh, sorry, I just backed into the tractor. We'll turn it on. And if we just slowly go forward, I might be able to say I might have added a few more meters on either side. Yeah, and you can look at the straw pile. That's ridiculous. Now, it's only because, I mean, I know this is like very, very unrealistic, but it's only because it was taking me hours to go through and harvest this with normal stuff. And even workers, it was taking forever. So I was like, okay, I need to do something about this. You're getting exactly the same. Just because it's bigger just means it's cutting down the time for me. It's not making any difference at all, and it is pooping out a lot. Can I? Oh dear. So obviously because of that, you can see why now I said that the normal tractor was struggling a little bit with this. So I had to get this big boy. And obviously the pellet baler was struggling as well. So what I had to do is I had to go and maybe add a few more meters onto that as well. So now you can actually go do this and drop it down, and you can go and run by the side of it and it will pick it up still. So you don't even have to be anywhere near it. And obviously, this tractor, we can still go and... oh no, hold on a minute, that's the wrong side. We can go and still speed up with this. So we can actually go flat out at 42 miles an hour with this. You go combine and help you out there, take some of that straw from underneath you. So yeah, that's what I've been doing, just running back and forth. And because obviously all these things are so big now, it makes it a bit quicker, which means I can just go through and literally harvest and plant and harvest and just keep rinsing, repeating. Although we are in winter now, so I need to try and get this done before the snow sets in. So we are going to leave this one there, and we're just going to keep plodding on, and we're just going to keep stocking up on the chickens, and just getting absolutely overwhelmed with eggs. So if you want to see what happens and how we get on, hit subscribe, hit like, and I appreciate all your support, all your comments, and all the views. It really does mean a lot to me. Just to sort of look at all the figures and stuff, it's overwhelming. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.